Hey y'all, welcome and or welcome back to my channel. My name is Janae, if you didn't know, and today's video is another missing persons case. So if you're ready, let's go. Alright y'all, so this one is actually going to be really short because it's another doe case. And doe cases tend to be pretty short because there's not a lot of information that's out there on these victims or on these unidentified bodies because they're not necessarily always victims just because they've been found unidentified. But neither here nor there. Like I said, this is another doe case, so it's really going to be kind of short. So before I actually get into the case that I'm going to be talking about today, I just want to say that if you live in the Virginia area, or matter of fact, not in the Virginia area because that's a whole damn state, but if you live in Virginia and you have kids or you look young or I don't know what's going on, but it's something going on in Virginia and I don't like it. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that while I was on the missing person site, the website for missing and exploited children, I was on there looking up, looking up cases, and these last 2 months, October and November, every other person that I saw missing was from Virginia, from somewhere in Virginia, and it was almost overwhelming to me. And then when I would click on a person to see what information they had, because they only have like a little small description, like this person was last seen, I don't know, in the Virginia area, da 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 da. And that was it. I would try to Google and look for these missing persons, and I couldn't find no information. Like, there was literally nothing besides the missing poster that was there. Like, they didn't have parents to contact. They didn't have Facebook pages, and if they did, they was all used like last time they was used like 2021, or they was like super duper private. It was just frustrating, the lack of information that there was on these missing persons, and the fact that all of them were, well, not all of them, obviously, I'm not going to exaggerate, but a lot of them were from Virginia. I don't know, it just felt wrong to me. I mean, I know missing persons is like, you got missing persons and a lot of missing persons leaving from everywhere, but Virginia, please, y'all be safe. Y'all be safe out there, seriously, because it's a lot of people going missing in Virginia, and it just seemed like something's happening in Virginia right now. And ain't nobody really talking about it or acknowledging it, or damn near even acknowledging the missing people that are coming up from Virginia. So like I said, just be careful if you live in Virginia, because it's a lot of people who are missing from there right now. I mean, honestly, be careful no matter where you live, but I'm just saying. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get into the doe case that I told you I was going to talk about today. So this doe comes from Detroit, and they have named him John Detroit Doe or Detroit John Doe, which if you go try to Google it, you might find a John Doe from like 1969 and I think 1970 something, because he's not the only Detroit John Doe, which Detroit, you got to do better. You got to start finding a different way to name them. You have to start giving them, better names, not the same name, because like, hello. Anyways, this John Doe was found on July 5th, 2011, and he was recovered from near the Belle Island Bridge. It was kind of upriver from that bridge, and he was discovered, like I said, in the Detroit River in Detroit, Michigan. And when he was found to be fully dressed, and he had on some black jean shorts and a white hockey jersey that had black and yellow stripes, and it had the word Brooklyn on it outlined in black. And here is a picture of the jersey right here. He was said to be a black male between the ages of 13 and 19 years old. He was about 5'5", and he weighed approximately 140 pounds. His hair was black and his eyes were brown. And unfortunately, that is pretty much all of the information that there is on this doe right now. Like I said, he was found in 2011 and he still has yet to be identified. And here is a sketch. I don't know if I think it's a digitally imposed. I think it's a digital sketch of what he might have looked like in life. The first one that they had was, I'm not even gonna lie, it was kind of bogus. Like, this is the first one that I saw. It was almost like they didn't even try to make it look realistic, I guess. So here's a better picture of the composite sketch. Now, obviously, it's not gonna look exactly like this young man, but this is the best picture that they have of him. So if you have any information, please contact your local authorities. You can call 1-800-THE-LOST, or you can contact the Detroit Police Department at 1-800-649-3777 and provide any information that you may have. And y'all, I just can't for the life of me figure out how these children go unidentified for so long, because nobody's looking for him. He's a child. He's between the ages of what, 13 and 18, 13 and 19. I mean, granted, 18 and 19, he's an adult, but you know, like barely. And I know sometimes people be thinking that like John and Jane Doe cases are not necessarily pointless, but the further along it gets, that they are, I guess, irrelevant, or they will never get their name back. But that's not true, because there are so many cases. I've known at least, well, I ain't gonna say so many, but there are cases in which these people do retrieve their names. Just like when I was looking up stuff today, I found out that on December 16th of 1985, there was hunters, I'm reading, so just bear with me. There were hunters who found remains near County Road 59 and County Road 90 in Pearland, Texas. And for so many years, they wasn't able to identify her, but they put her DNA into the naming system. And just this year, on October 26, her remains were identified as that of 16-year-old Alicia Cook. And her family finally got answers as to what happened to their child, or their sister, brother, niece, nephew, you know, all those years ago. So it's not pointless. It's not pointless. That's my point. Keep putting these people's names out there. Keep putting their faces, their composite sketches, all of those things. Keep putting it out there. It needs to keep going out there, because one day, someday, with all the technology that's happening and all the DNA advances and stuff like that, some of these people may be able to get their name back, and these families might get some type of peace and closure as to what happened to their families. So the point is, I'm going to keep doing John and Jane Doe cases, no matter what. So yeah, y'all, that is all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.